Hello, welcome to this new video. My name is Martina Vincenzi and I am the founder of the VIP Flight Attendant Academy Private Jet Coach. Today I would like to talk to you about how to build beds on board a private jet. This is normally a very big topic, a very important one actually, and I would like to start by telling you that for example, the dynamics and the movements of the seat are very similar throughout all the jets, regardless of the manufacturer and the model. However, unless you have a jet with a proper bedroom, so for example, a BBJ, Boeing business jet, or an ACJ, Airbus corporate jet, or maybe you might have a Lineage 1000, or maybe you might fly on a Bombardier Global 7500, then in this case you have like a proper bedroom, okay? You have a space dedicated to a bedroom with a bed which is mounted as a bed and stays as a bed always. So apart from these cases, every other jet, they have seats or divans which can be converted into beds. So basically we say that it's like the night configuration of the jet. We call it the night configuration of the jet. First of all, just a reminder, when you fly on a private jet, the average number of customers you are carrying with you is actually 2.5. So it's very little, a very limited number of customers, and you do not need to build up beds on every flight. So it really depends if you are flying during the day, if you're flying during the night, and which time of day are they acclimatized to, and if they are tired, if they are, if they feel like they just want to nap, or if they want to have a proper sleep. So these are all things that can actually change the situation. Obviously you have to be ready for everything because we are in business aviation, and we must be absolutely fully ready all the time. So anyway, when you have a situation where your jet doesn't have a bedroom, so you have to convert one part of the cabin and transform it into a bedroom. In this case, probably the most efficient way to do so is to use the divan. So the divan is called divan on every language, on any type of jet from any manufacturer. Okay, the divan is the sofa, is the couch, and literally is the number one bed that you can do because it takes very short time to prepare it as a bed. Generally speaking, very generally speaking, the divan, which has pretty much this configuration, will move like this, and then you have basically the back becomes flat and becomes attached to the seat, and you have all this area for sleeping. So you just have to add, your bed sheet, your duvet, inside the duvet cover, pillows, and whatever else you want to give them as as a night configuration. You might want to give them pajamas, you might want to give them slippers, a night kit, whatever is the standard of your cabin or of your company, you will do so. If by any chance you have to prepare the seats to convert them into beds, then here is a little bit, I wouldn't say difficult, it's definitely not difficult, but you need to know how it works. So the movement is the same, regardless of the type of the jet, regardless of the manufacturer. The only difference is that the movement might be electrical or mechanical. If it is electrical, means that if you touch the levers to move the seats, this can happen only if the APU or the engines are on. Otherwise, you have no power. So if the aircraft is completely shut down, there is no way that you can move the seats, okay? If it is mechanical, means that it's a mechanic movement, so you do not need to have actually power to do so. You can do that even if the jet is completely shut down. Okay, so for example, in the forward part of the cabin of our jet, we normally have 4 seats facing each other. One of these seats is called the master seat, and it's the seat dedicated to the most important client, okay, to the most important customer that we have, that sometimes might be even the owner of the jet, okay? If we wanted to change this seat into a bed, this is how it works, and I will show you by using my business cards. So anyway, this is actually like this. So this is your seat, okay? This is the master seat, the back, the seat, and it's facing forward, okay? In this direction, we have the cockpit. So by moving the levers, you can actually turn the seat 180 degrees, so the seat will now face aft, okay? And you still have the back and the seat. Now you can make the seat back completely flat, and this will make your bedding area, okay? Now we say that it's an area with 4 seats facing each other. Now our master seat is facing aft, means that you have another seat in here, so you just basically pull the seat closer to the bed, and this will create an extra space for bedding, okay? This is how you actually build up the seats in the front, okay? This is actually quite not so frequent. It actually happens quite seldomly, because the number one bed that you actually will build up for your customer will be the one in the back, in the after cabin, where the couch is located, the divan, okay? Now, we have only one exception, which is the Nuage seat. So the Nuage seat is a product of the Bombardier jets. And it's basically of the most recent models, I would say from the Global 5500 and above. So from the Global 5500 and the newest models, they have these Nuage seats, which is it works slightly different, and it's the same concept of the divan. So you have your seat like this, and just by pulling a strap, you can actually put them completely flat. So you do not have this action that you have to turn the seat 180 degrees, okay? And then the last but not least bed that you might have to build up in your jet is the conference table bed. So there is a big dining area in the majority of the jet, which is located right in the middle of the cabin, and is the conference table or club seats, okay? It's like a big table of 4 with the 4 seats. So that area can actually be transformed into a double bed. You just have to push the armrest down in between the seats. You just push the table down at the same level of the seats themselves, so it's like flat, and then you add on top a mattress, a sort of a camping mattress, the one that you inflate with the pump, okay? So you inflate the bed, and you add your bed sheets, the duvet, the pillows, and so on and so forth, and that's your bed. On average, how many times do you actually prepare the conference table bed? I think I did probably 5 times in a year. The two beds in the front, so we have our 4 seats facing each other with the master seat. Those 4 seats become 2 single beds. I think I did them probably twice a year. And as I say, the majority of the time, the customer do actually just go to sleep on the divan, because you have maybe husband and wife, so they will actually sleep together, or they might actually do not want to really sleep, they just want to rest, so they're happy just by reclining the seat back of their seat and lifting up the footrest, and they are happy like this. Obviously, it's always their choice, so you let them choose what they want to do, you offer them the alternatives, and you just act accordingly. I hope that this was helpful regarding the beds. It looks much worse than it actually is, believe me. And the good part is that they work the same on every type of jet. So it's actually, you know, it's like you learn once and you got it. It's like, you know, riding a bicycle. So something that you cannot really forget that easily. I hope that this was helpful. If you want to talk to me about any flight attendant life track or any business aviation hints that you would like to know, questions that you have, feel free to reach out, and please subscribe to my channel so you won't miss any future videos, and I send you baci baci.